Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share some cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, and I don't want you guys to miss the videos, man. So when you see the squiggly lines, you know you have been notified. And guys, at today's practice, we had a legend come through. You know, a Panther legend come through that you know, I was surprised about, because obviously, you know, maybe he had an issue. He did have an issue at one point with the Panthers, so it's good to see them reunite. So we had to talk about that. Obviously, one of our linemen we had to let go, and we got to talk about that. And obviously, the Carolina Panthers picked their team captains, and somebody was left off. So we definitely got to talk about that, man. So we got a lot of things to talk about today. So let's get started. A Panthers legend was in the building. And I'm not talking about Julius Peppers. I mean, he's a legend, of course. You know, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. But that's not the legend I'm talking about. I'm talking about another Panther legend that, you know, at one point had an issue with the organization due to some things. But that legend is Mr. 89 himself, Steve Smith. Steve Smith was in the building. He was at practice, catching up with a lot of people. Obviously catching up with Julius Peppers. You know, he shook a bunch of hands, caught up with Cam Newton, whatever. I seen him talking to DJ Moore, which is a very good thing. But he was around camp, whatever. And obviously, we all know that Steve Smith's in the Carolina Panthers was not a great one. Dave Gettleman cut Steve Smith to save some money. And Steve Smith was pretty pissed off. Obviously, remember his famous quote, "I think I can't play, find out week 4." And then he said, obviously, what he said. So, you know, I'm trying to keep this PG because I want to stay monetized. Y'all already know what it is. But, you know, Steve Smith didn't end his tenure in Carolina, didn't end well, obviously. So he played for the Baltimore Ravens for a little bit. But we all know he was a Panther for life, man. He did kind of hint at this, you know, earlier, you know, this year and just in general. He was like, you know, maybe I might, you know, go to the Panthers, whatever, because Dave Gettleman is gone. Now, mind you, he didn't like Dave Gettleman, obviously, because Dave Gettleman was the person who cut him. But I noticed a lot of players didn't really necessarily like Dave Gettleman. D'Angelo Williams was pretty upset at the Panthers, and then when Dave Gettleman left and Marty Hurney came back, he was like, I'm more, you know, I'm open to a reunion. Like, there's a few players that really didn't like Dave Gettleman. And maybe it's because he did the hard decisions, but whichever, you know. But I definitely think Steve Smith is a Panther legend. I'm pretty sure if we have a Panthers Ring of Honor or whatever, he definitely is going to be in there. He's one of the best receivers to play the game, and I'm happy to see him out there, man. Obviously, I think he was, you know, I even see him shake hands with North Turner. He had, you know, obviously had a good relationship with Torrey Smith, so it was really good to see him out there. I'm pretty sure he was, you know, probably getting some coaching months with DJ Moore, hopefully. And you know, it was really cool to see him out there, man. It was really cool to see the Panthers and Steve Smith reunite. The other thing that was kind of you know, something I paid attention to was, I remember he also had an issue with Ron Rivera because he felt like Ron Rivera didn't stick up for him during the whole situation with Dave Gettleman. But, you know, he shook Ron Rivera's hand. He seemed like there was, you know, they were fine. Maybe it's because he's an analyst. Maybe because he's a little bit older. Maybe because, you know, he's just like whatever. But it is cool, you know what I'm saying, to see, like I said, to see him reconcile a lot of relationships and show love. Hopefully, I definitely see him, you know, around Panther Nation more often. You know, and I hopefully he was, you know, working out with DJ Moore and kind of helping him know the worst. I wouldn't be mad if he becomes our receiver coach. I really wouldn't be mad at that, because I think he is definitely qualified. But, you know, obviously he has his analyst gig with NFL Network, so that's probably not going to happen. But, man, I would love for him to be a head coach or a receivers coach in general, because he knows what he's talking about. And, you know, it would be cool to see him as an offensive coordinator in general, you know. So, Steve Smith, thank you for, you know, for giving the Carolina Panthers. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for, you know, coming out there, whatever, man. And you're, like I said, a Panther legend. And all the Panther fans love you, man. So keep doing your thing on NFL Network. And hopefully, you know, when you get out of that whole situation, you come to Carolina, become maybe a receivers coach or, you know, a head coach or offensive coordinator. Something. Give us something, man. So that would be cool. But, you know, we'll see what happens. But in other news, the Carolina Panthers had to make a move, man. They had to let one of their O-linemen go, and that O-lineman is Jeremiah Searles. You know, obviously he played tackle and guard for us, and he injured his hamstring, man. And I guess they reached an injury settlement. Basically, you know, I guess they gave him some money for the injury and kind of let him go or released him. The thing is that, you know, it sucks because obviously we already have the O-line issues, but it does seem like, you know, Darrell Williams and Mini Silatoke. Now, mind you, Ron Rivera just said he's very confident, you know, with those guys and their progress, but he said he's not gonna make a decision until Sunday. But it is good that, you know what I'm saying, they look like they might play. But Jeremiah Searles was pretty good when he played, man. He just had a hamstring injury, so they did an injury settlement. And from what they're saying, that, you know, after a few weeks, probably like 2 or 3 weeks, we still can re-sign him. But you know, it sucks, man, because our O-line has injuries, you know what I'm saying. And Jeremiah Searles, like I said, was playing pretty good. When he played guard and tackle, he played pretty good. I was surprised. But, you know, he played pretty good. I didn't think he was going to be much, but he definitely showed to be, you know, vital when we needed him. So it sucks that he got injured, but hopefully, you know, he doesn't get signed by another team immediately. And, you know, in a few weeks we can, you know, revisit him and try to get him signed, man, because I think he'll be a good backup for either the guard or tackle position. So I think that'll be a really good thing. But it sucks, man, because, you know, injuries happen, and the Panthers got to make a lot of moves, man, especially with all these O-linemen on the roster. We kind of, you know, was forced to do certain things. So I wish Jeremiah Searles, you know, good luck. Hopefully he can come back and be a Panther, because I think he played pretty well. But, you know, that's how the business goes. That's how things go. You know, obviously we had a bunch of O-line injuries, so it's just another one to get hit with that bug. In other news, the Carolina Panthers picked their team captains. And those players were Greg Olsen, Cam Newton, Ryan Khalil for the offense. And for the defense, Julius Peppers, Luke Kuechly, and they also had Colin Jones for special teams. Now, before I get into my main topic, I just want to say, Colin Jones should never be a captain. I'm just being honest with you. And I know people, I don't want people to think I'm hard on Colin Jones, but I don't think he's that good. Now, mind you, that he's a special teams captain. I don't think he's that good. I really don't want to see a C on his chest. I don't feel like he's, you know, that good in general. Like, you know, I don't know if he commands the locker room like that. Maybe his special teams group, maybe, but even that, I'm just not for him. You know, I was thinking about recently, you know, maybe cutting him and trying to go after TJ Green or something like that, whatever, or just another safety in general. But you know, obviously, I guess they like him as a you know, special teamers, but I think he's not a good safety, so I don't really care for him that much. But back to my original topic, I think one of the things that's missing from this equation is Thomas Davis. Obviously, we all know Thomas Davis has been, you know, captain for a while. He's been, you know, a cog in our offense and our defense, and you know, just been a player, you know, on our team that's, you know, well respected, well known, and just a really good guy. I think Colin Jones is a placeholder for him. I think they're gonna just give him a C when he, you know, comes back from the 4-game suspension. But, you know, it's still, I wish they kind of like just gave him the C now, you know, to show that we still, you know, support you, still care about you and all that stuff. But, you know, like I said, I do understand that, you know, you don't want to, you know, give him a captain's badge, you know, or, you know, patch while he's suspended. So I do understand that. But I think Colin Jones is just a placeholder. But, man, like I said, Colin Jones should not even be a placeholder in my opinion. Like, there's no way, man. I think there's I mean, I would have felt better if they gave it to James Bradbury, or if they gave it to Shaq Thompson, or they, you know what I'm saying, gave it to somebody else. I mean, K1 Short, somebody, man. They deserve it way more than Colin Jones does. I'm just being honest. K1 Short put in his dues. Mario Addison, come on, man, give it to somebody else, because that guy, he does not deserve it. I wouldn't even mind if you would give it to Mike Adams. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least he's, you know, he's you know, an older guy, you know, veteran type player. But I don't know, Colin Jones, I'm not really for it, you know. So I don't know, man. I think Thomas Davis, you know, he just didn't get one because obviously suspension. And I think Colin Jones is a placeholder, but it is kind of messed up that he's not getting a captain badge or patch immediately. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll see if that gets modified. You know, everybody's saying don't be surprised if he does get one. So Thomas, you know, we're still thinking about you, man, but I don't agree with this Colin Jones thing, man. I think Thomas should have got a patch immediately, but we'll see what happens. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with y'all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification. Hit your bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I definitely don't want you to miss it. And when you see the squiggly lines around the bell, you know you've been notified. You already know what it is. And guys, get in the comment section, man. Who do you feel like should have been a team captain besides Colin Jones as far as special teams, man? We got to think of somebody. I can't think of nobody right now, But I know that somebody had to be more equipped, man. I'm just being honest with you. Also, guys, how do you feel about Steve Smith, reconciling with the Panthers? I'm ecstatic about it. I'm happy, man. Like I'm 88 is a legend, and I think I would hate for him and the Panthers to have an issue. So I'm really happy about it. And also, man, let me know about the Jeremiah Searles, man. Obviously our O-line took another hit with him leaving, but do you feel like we're really gonna feel that hit, or is it a minimal hit that we can withstand? Let me know in the comment section. Definitely check out the LCameraTV apparel, shirts, hats, and mugs, all types of cool things. That link is in the description below. Support the channel, you already know. I want to come out with some fresh new designs. I'm working on that, man, and you guys will be updated on that. Check out the Patreon page. You get exclusive content, shout outs, all kinds of cool things, man. Check out the Patreon page. That link is also in the description below with the Spreadshirt account. And check out my dog Renan's video. His video is on the very end of my video, basically the end screen. So at the very end, when you see my end screen, whatever, which is me standing looking fresh or whatever, you'll see two videos and a subscribe bubble in the middle. His video will be there. Check him out, man. Very funny, very talented guy. I think you guys really like his stuff, really enjoy his stuff. So definitely check him out, man. Really cool dude. You feel me? Share to all the Panther fans, anybody NFL fan related, anybody fans of anything. Share with them. You already know what it is, man. Let them know LCameraTV is rocking with Panther Nation, and Panther Nation is rocking with LCameraTV. You already know. And like I said, thank y'all for all the support. I know the Falcons play the Eagles tonight, man. We'll see how that plays out. I'm trying to get this whole live streaming thing working, so I might live stream that, man. So be on the lookout for that. Definitely, that's why you gotta hit your bell notification so you won't miss the live stream if I do it. So check that out, man. You know what I'm saying? If I do it, whatever. Thank y'all for everything, man. And I'm gonna see y'all next time.